나를 야만을 아이와叫ぶよ全てを抱いてここにいるんだ光はそこにあるよ譲れない想いをかけて希望の果てを僕は生きる夢を繋いで
Hey guys, Ryan here. So today I'll be showcasing my 7 Deadly Sins manga collection. I got volumes 1 all the way down to 35. So we got volume 1 here with Meliodas and Elizabeth and Hawk. And Meliodas is the leader of the 7 Deadly Sins. And the 7 Deadly Sins get blamed for killing the king, and these holy knights are after the 7 Deadly Sins. And Elizabeth searches for the 7 Deadly Sins to help her, and she runs into Meliodas in his tavern, the Boar Hat. And she's like wearing armor at first, and then she falls over, and it's revealed to be Elizabeth, Princess Elizabeth. And that's when Meliodas and Elizabeth meet for the first time. And yeah, we got Bon there, who hasn't shaved in a long time. He's being held in Basté prison, and they're like barely feeding him and keeping him alive. And I love the covers. The art is fantastic for 7 Deadly Sins. We got Bon, Diane, Elizabeth, Meliodas, and Hawk. And yeah, the art is fantastic. I love the art style for 7 Deadly Sins. We got King there, Elizabeth, and yeah, there's a few seasons for the anime. I believe there's 3. And then there's a whole season that's just an OVA, which is like 4 episodes long. So yeah, next we got is volume 4 with King, the Princess Fairy, and one of the Holy Knights. And spoiler alert, she actually turns to the good side and fights with the 7 Deadly Sins instead of against them. And then next we got is volume 5 with Diane, Elizabeth, Meliodas, and King. And Diane's a giant, and she has like cool earth powers, and she also has like a giant hammer weapon that's orange. And we got Hawk on the back there, and Hawk's always on these covers, usually on the back side. And yeah, we got volume 6 with Elizabeth and Meliodas. Meliodas is a great main character, for sure. I actually cosplayed as him at FanX a few times, so that was fun. And yeah, I think one person I'd like to cosplay as would be like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. That would be really cool. Or Luffy from One Piece. And next we got is volume 8. And we got a lot of the 7 Deadly Sins here. And that cover is awesome. And there's this game that just came out on mobile. And yeah, it's really fun. The graphics are great. It retells the story. For the first season so far, I don't know how much it tells of the 7 Deadly Sins story. So yeah, we got Galder, Diane with her hammer, and then King. And one thing that I love about the volumes for 7 Deadly Sins is that the spine has one big image that's connected to each volume. So it's like a connected spines with one picture, which is awesome, and I can show that right now. And it looks great. We got volume 10, we got the Holy Knights. And yeah, there's some interesting fights that happen between the 7 Deadly Sins and the Holy Knights. I remember earlier in Basté prison where Bon was being held, Meliodas runs into him, and yeah, basically they're arm wrestling and they destroy the entire prison. Even though there's like a huge shield, it's supposed to be indestructible, and there's like Holy Knights watching, but these two destroy it completely. And then we got volume 13, and that's like one of the main Holy Knights. And yeah, things get definitely interesting towards the end of season 1. And spoiler alert, King's friend dies, who's a fairy, who was pretending to be a Holy Knight. And yeah, and then Bon loses the fairy girl, unfortunately. And then we got volume 15 with Merlin and the Holy Knights. I love how Hawk's on the back of all of these. They're a great mascot. And yeah, we got Gil, and Meliodas calls them Little Gil, and we got the Holy Knights that are after them. I remember there was like this fight, and they're like fighting over who could win the weapon for Diane that she uses, basically. We got volume 17, we got Meliodas and his love interest, and she dies unfortunately earlier on. And then we got volume 18, and this girl likes to follow Bon around because basically he saved her life. And then this guy can turn into like a wolf kind of creature, and he actually took care of Bon when he was younger and when Bon was a little kid. And then we got volume 19 with Diane, Meliodas, Elizabeth, King, all together, great cover. And then we got volume 20, and we got Escanor, and Escanor is like one of the strongest characters in Seven Deadly Sins. And yeah, and the furry girl is back and alive, and Bon's happy. They're both wearing green, which makes me think of St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up. And then we got Meliodas, Diane, Galder, Bon, Escanor. And yeah, I actually wore that same outfit that Meliodas is wearing. And then we got volume 22, we got the 10 Commandments, and they're fighting Meliodas. And Meliodas actually transports them and like taunts them, and Meliodas takes down one of the 10 Commandments, luckily. And they're definitely strong compared to the Seven Deadly Sins. Like, one of them nearly took out all of the Seven Deadly Sins, just one Holy Knight. Not Holy Knight, but one 10 Commandment, basically. So we have volume 24, and that's a really cool looking cover. And I've been enjoying playing the new mobile game for Seven Deadly Sins. It's awesome. You can like freely roam around and stuff, it's pretty cool. And then we got Galder and some guy, I don't know who that is. I'm not that far into Seven Deadly Sins. And then we got volume 27, and that's an awesome cover. We got Meliodas, Galder, King, Merlin, Bon, Diane, and Escanor. And Elizabeth actually unlocks some powers, which is pretty cool. She has like healing powers, which is dope. And this cover is dope as well. Beautiful cover. And then we got volume 29 with Meliodas, Escanor, the leader of the 10 Commandments. And then we got volume 30, Meliodas and Elizabeth. And she's crying. I'm not this far into Seven Deadly Sins, so I don't know what's going on. But I did hear that Seven Deadly Sins is actually going to end soon. I believe. You guys have to let me know if that's correct or not. So we got some new characters I don't recognize. I think I recognize that Holy Knight, actually. And then we got volume 32, and we got Elizabeth, and some new characters. And yeah, then we got Bon and Meliodas. And yeah, the art is like fantastic. I love the art style for Seven Deadly Sins. It's awesome. I love the characters, I love the world. The action's cool. Seven Deadly Sins is a great, great series. And I would definitely recommend you guys checking it out. And then we got volume 35. And yeah, we got the leader of the 10 Commandments, Escanor, Merlin, and yeah, then we got Hawk in the back, as usual. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out the anime on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, so you can only watch it on Netflix. And they have an English dub, which I've seen. And the voice acting is great, the characters are lovable, the world is cool, the action is great, the art is fantastic. And yeah, I love how the spines are connected and make one big image, which is really cool. One connected image. And yeah, Seven Deadly Sins is great. I love the game, I love the show, I love the manga. It's a great series, and I definitely recommend it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time. Peace.